Well, hello, hello. I'm back. This is part two of our strawberry summer. We took a little break and we are back at it now. So hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. Thank you. Welcome back, everyone. Hello, Alice and Sandy. Hello. Glad you guys found me again. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do on YouTube is we'll just always go for 2 hours, and then if we have to go further, we'll just take a little break like that and get back on again. So hopefully you can find me okay the second time around. So this is part 2 of our strawberry summer. And, I did notice I had a little bit of brown going through on and so I'm just gonna fix that a little bit, and then we'll move on to base coating the front. And this is where I had a little bit of overflow with the paint. So I'm just gonna fix that. I'm gonna need both of my colors. The other thing is if you got some on your blue area and you don't have any more of that base coat color back, still, you don't need to worry about it too much because we're going to be sanding that pretty good on the edges. So I'm gonna go back in with my lighter color here and fix some of my stenciling. Right here and here. Okay. There, that's much better. Okay, we are ready to move on to do the rest of our base coating. We got the major part done, which was really good. All that stenciling done. That's so nice to have that finished off. Okay, so we have amethyst. We're going to work on that first to do our outer petals, and that is these right here. I'll show you really quick here. So we're going to work on these outer petals right here and right here. I'm just going to base coat those with amethyst. And you can use like a small round for that. You should still have a little bit of amethyst on your palette. Get those two outer petals done. And I'm not worried too much about going over that inner line, but the outer line, I want to stay within the petal area. But the inner line is not as worrisome because I am going over that with a different color. Okay. We'll do that on the other side too. If you do go outside the line, just try to wipe it up as fast as you can. I usually like to take my brush and wet it down a little bit so it's nice and clean, and then just go in and use it like an eraser and pull off that color. We will be going in with a lighter blue later on to do some highlighting. So if you do go outside of the lines, you might be able to use that as your cleanup. So I'm going back in, adding a second coat. Okay. Now, if you have some of that light purple mix still that you used as your stencil color, that's what we're going to use next. So if you don't have any of that left, I still have some left right here on my palette, so I'm going to use that. But you might need to mix it up again if you don't have any left. So you're going to use the light purple mix to do the inner petals on the same flowers. Okay, I'm definitely going to need 2 coats for that. So I'll come back and do a second coat. You always want it to dry be, between coats. Mm, got a little moisture on my hand. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry a little bit before I put my second coat in. And in the meantime, I can move on to a different color. So let's use the pine green, and we're going to do all our dark um, color or dark leaves. So pine green. And if you look at your main photo, you can see where those dark green leaves are supposed to be, mostly on your strawberries. That's where they are. Yep, they're just the strawberry leaves. So if your paint, this paint is thick, it is a it is an artist quality paint, and it does need flow medium. The flow medium, it helps. This is what flow medium is. It helps to your paint flow. So I just put a few drops in, mix it in, and it helps your paint flow without reducing the pigment. So generally when you use like just water to water it down, and I'm not saying you can't use water, you can, but generally the water will dilute your color a little bit. So that's why we use flow medium. Okay, you'll just want a small brush, go in and base coat all of your dark green strawberry leaves. It's going to be all your strawberry leaves. And it goes on fairly transparent, when you reduce it down. So you'll need a few coats. See, that's my first coat on my leaves. Those etched lines are so nice. I like them. Although you can use the pattern in the line drawing in the pattern, in the E pattern that you receive. You can use it to do this design on any surface, just like Michelle Wimmers was saying, she was doing hers on watercolor paper. You could do it on a different item if you're like probably thinking, "Mm, I don't really want a pencil holder." Maybe that's not something you need. Maybe you just want to do this on a box. You can always adjust and add it to a different surface. So there are 5 strawberries. So you have 5 clusters of leaves. And these will get really dark when we add the second coat because it's a pretty dark color when it's opaque. And I'm holding up my piece so I can see it a little better. Sometimes the way it's situated according to the lights in your room, it might make sense to hold it up so you can see it better. Okay, I'm gonna rinse that off and go back and finish my little purple flowers. Okay, so one more coat on these. Get them nice and opaque. Ah, my finger is wet. Okay. I'm gonna also put another coat on those outer leaves. I just feel like they could use another coat, and that's just plain amethyst. Okay. All right. Okay, we got it done. There. Let's go back to our green. It's already dry. I can add another coat. You do want it to dry in between coats because it's helpful. That way you don't pull up the previous color or the previous layer. So I can't wait to see all of your progress photos on our Paint and Pencil with Us group page. And before we're done today, we'll give out a prize. So don't let me forget. I don't want to miss that. So we pick out the winner from the comments. So if you have any comments to share, please do. And please like and subscribe if you haven't done that already. It does help. We just hit the 800 mark. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay. See, they're starting to look really dark there. Hey, everyone. So, Sandy, I did a couple coats, 2 coats. Thank you, Alice. I enjoy these colors. Don't they just make you happy? Yeah. Hello, Cheryl. Okay. I might come back and do one more coat on my green, but I think we'll just move forward and do that in a little bit. So there's a green mix to do the rest of the leaves. So let's go ahead and mix that up. It is 1 to 1 of pine green and warm white. Green mix, 1 to 1. Okay, so just add a little more warm white to your palette. And we'll mix up some lighter green. One to one. And create this light green. It's pretty. Pretty. Okay. And you'll just go in and base coat the rest of those leaves on the vine. Such a pretty green. Don't forget this little one. There's these little leaves. It's easy to pass them by. My phone keeps getting notifications. I need to move it. Put it down over there. Okay. Yeah, I was at this point in my painting where I was like, is it gonna be okay? I don't know. Wasn't quite sure if I should continue forward or try it again because you really don't know how it's gonna come out after all the shading and highlighting. You just kinda have to try and imagine it. Okay. I'm just going back in to add a second coat to those little green leaves. All right. A few more. Okay. We'll go back and redo, one more coat on these dark green leaves, and then they'll be done. They're nice and dry. One more coat. We want them nice and dark and opaque. We were visiting with our neighbor the other day, and she lives right by the creek. And we looked down by the creek, and there was a little fawn that mother had left the fawn for the day. So it was just in the grass and it saw us. And so as soon as it saw us, it just stood as still as could be. It did not want us to see it or notice it. It was the cutest little thing. Apparently, the mom comes later in the evening to pick up their little one. They apparently leave the this is what I read. Apparently, they leave the little fawn during the day because the mother will attract wild animals or predators, and so she just kind of removes her smell by leaving the scene, and she leaves the baby by itself, and the baby instinctively knows that it needs to hide, so it will stay hidden, and then, the mom takes herself away so she doesn't attract predators that could harm her baby. Okay, we got that done. Now we just have 2 more colors, you guys. Turner's yellow and our red mix. So let's go with Turner's yellow first. Get that done. Turner's yellow. Okay. So, Kathy Ferreira says that I can think of so many things to put this design on. As usual, Erica, you've come up with a wonderful project. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you can think of things. I love that when you guys can think out of the box and even find something in your stash that you can put it on. I love that. Okay, we just have some little yellow flowers. They're cute. We'll put on a few coats for this too. I just work up to the edge so I don't go over the edge. I start out in the middle and then work up to the edge. So we have 3 of those flowers. 1, and we'll need a few coats for sure. We want a nice bright yellow. Okay, I think I'm dry over here, so I'll keep going. Some of you in really warm climates right now definitely need that flow medium, or even retarder works to slow down the drying time. I just used retarder. So I'm doing this big backdrop for an event, and it is the Tabernacle Choir. I'm actually painting a backdrop of the Tabernacle Choir. So I just got the big pipes done and I'm doing all the people, but behind the pipes is like a, what would you call that? It's like a glow. So, with lighting, the ceiling in the tabernacle is kind of an off-white, but when they use different lights, they can, uh, um, add a glow of that color. So sometimes they use blue or green, even like the sunset colors, that looks cool. But I decided to go with purple, and I got the purple background all done, painted it, and I'm talking this is a 4 by 8 sheet of plywood. It's big. And I got that all done, and then I created the glow, and I did that with a lighter, like, I took, what color was it? Let's say red. It's a background color by Josanya. It's red, something red. It's not red earth. I can't remember what it is, but anyway, I did that. It's almost like a burgundy red, and I added white to it, and it created this beautiful pink with the purple black background and the pink kind of glow. It is so pretty. So you're probably wondering, why am I doing this? Well, the reason why is because we're having a watch party because the Tabernacle Choir is doing a special tour around the United States. But this tour includes, no, they're doing this tour around the world, actually, different spots around the world. And they're coming to America and they're doing one at the Hollywood Bowl. And it's a 100-year anniversary because They've performed there several times, but the first time that they performed at the Hollywood Bowl was 100 years ago. So it's kind of like a celebration of that, and the tour is called Songs of Hope. So I'm really excited. I absolutely adore the Tabernacle Choir. It puts me in a peaceful place to hear it. I love it. So I'm glad that I can be helping with this. But, oh, I was telling you about the retarder. Okay, so I wanted to tell you. So background, right, I did the background with amethyst, actually. I painted no, purple shadows. I used purple shadows and did the whole background with purple shadows, and then I used this reddish color with white in it and created this beautiful, like, magenta. And I took some retarder and mixed it in with my paint, and I had a big bowl of paint, like this big. And I used one of those big round brushes. It almost looks like this. This is a nicer one, but I use kind of a one like this. And I used the retarder in it, and it worked so beautifully because I was thinking, how am I going to get that glow behind the big organ pipes? How am I going to get that look? And it's such a big area. How am I going to get it so it blends and it dries into the background without ugh, anyway, I was like, "I don't know how I'm gonna do this." Anyway, it came to me finally, use retarder. So I just put a ton of retarder in with that color, and it went on so beautifully. I mean, it gave me all that extra open time, and I was able to work it and blend it into the background. It looks so beautiful. It's magnificent. So, I'm so proud. That sounds ridiculous, but anyway, I'm very happy with how it came out it came out lovely, and I'm grateful. So, now I gotta do the people, which I'm gonna do a stencil for because it's ridiculous, too many choir members, I don't know, that's a lot, and I'm not doing a ton of detail either because that would take me, like, a year, so I'm not doing that. I'm just going to put on some stenciled faces and hair. I'm gonna come up with different hairlines. Oh, I'd love to show you a picture, Diana. I'll have to show you. Yeah, it looks so like, I'm just telling you, that retarder works so good for if especially if you're using like, if you wanna do a piece of furniture and you wanna do 2 different colors and blend, like, maybe a lighter color over a darker color like I did, that works so good. So, so good. And I just wish I had that brush here that I could show you. Oh, I do. Let me stand up for a second. It's this one. I have one that's not open, but it's this one. They're called ring brushes, and these work so good on bigger pieces like furniture or what I'm doing, like a backdrop. It works so good. And just blends everything. A little bit of retarder. Oh my gosh, it makes such a difference. And I painted that whole thing with Josanya, which is so great to know too. So cool. Okay, I think I missed something. I did. I missed something. We're supposed to do these light blue flowers, and I do not see that in my. Oh, it's at the very top, I think. No, that's not it. Oh, yes, it is. It's at the very top. So step by step photo one, number one, I forgot one, and it's where you take the blue mix and you add a little warm white to it. So I'm just gonna have to remix that. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so our blue mix is 1 to 1 warm white and colony blue. So it's almost like a 2 to 1, 2 warm white, 1 colony blue. So I'm gonna just show you this in just a second. you want to okay, you wanna make this, a light blue color here to do and you don't need this much paint. This is, like, too much paint, I'm sorry. So, way too much paint. You only need a little bit because 'cause you're just doing your flowers, and if this is not light enough, we can always add more warm white to it. We want to add the petals of these flowers here. And I think I'm gonna judge it on how it dries. It might need more warm white in it, I'm not sure. It always dries darker. So I'll just lay it down. If I need warm white, I'll just do my second coat with more. Okay. Yeah, see it's starting to dry a little darker, and I don't know, I think I might wanna go a little bit lighter with that. Let's see. When I do my second coat, I'll lighten it up a little bit more. So you wanna do all these small little petal flowers with this lighter blue, and there's 3 of them. So yeah, I'm gonna add a little more warm white to that, so it's not so dark. I do want it to stand out against the background a little more than that. So I added a little more warm white. Well, thank you, Cheryl. That's so sweet of you. Oh, I just no one really asked me to do it. We just we're in charge of this watch party, and so we have a committee and everything, and um, everyone has their job. Someone's over food, someone's over, you know, sound, and that was a whole nother thing, like trying to get the sound right because you want it to sound like we want it to sound like you're there. And I don't know if you've ever gone to see the Tabernacle Choir in person, but it gives you like goosebumps. It's so amazing to be there in person. Um, so we're trying to get the bass right and everything. In fact, we're going to be working on that a little bit more tonight because the event is tomorrow. And hoping it works out okay. I ordered 30 balloons from Dollar Tree. I'm just like imagining us getting those balloons down to the building. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be fun. In the car, 30 helium balloons wandering around our car. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, I'm over kind of like decorations. And so I just kind of, did this on my own, like self torture. I thought it would be fun to have a backdrop to do selfies against. Yeah. Oh my goodness. My daughter was like, "What are you gonna do with that thing afterwards?" I'm like, "I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it." Burn it? I don't know. Who knows? Maybe someone will want it. They'll wanna take it home with them. Okay, strawberries. We need the red mix, and then we'll be done, you guys, for today. So we need rose pink and naphtha crimson. You need 2 to 1. So 2 parts rose pink, 1 part naphtha, 2 parts. We're going to work on our strawberries. And the rose pink is really nice on its own, but it just needs a little more red in it, you know? So that's why we added this naphtha crimson to it. I'm going to just do a little brush mix. Creates kind of a reddish rose pink. Isn't that a pretty color? Oh, I love it. Okay, go ahead and base coat all your red areas. Got our strawberries. Okay. This is the color I think that changes everything in this design. It really makes a difference. Have this strawberry red color. Gonna do one coat and go back and do another. Do your best to stay in the lines. We'll get all these large strawberries done and then go into the smaller detail items. I'm gonna have to fix my green leaves a little bit. Oops. Yeah, going over into my green leaf area. That's okay. It's an easy fix. Easy, easy fix. And then you got your little tiny baby strawberry. Are any of you guys growing strawberries this year? I'm so jealous. So jealous. I gotta do something. What is going on? Okay, there. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, she said, "What was wrong with the car?" Okay, let me think. What was it? It was the radiator. It had to do with it had to do with the water pump, I think. The water pump was going out or something like that. The water pump? Something was leaking. It was leaking, radiator fluid everywhere, and I think it was the pump. And so they changed that, and we also got our AC fixed, but one thing we noticed about it is it takes a good, like, 15 minutes for our AC to kick in. Do you guys have problems with that in your cars? We're like, "Doesn't isn't the AC just supposed to kick in? It shouldn't take that long." So, we might be calling them back to see about that. But we got our car back the same day, which was great. So we only have 1 car, so that was good to get that back. Okay, I'm going back in with a second coat. You wanna have them nice and opaque. As you can tell, like, you see a lot of that blue coming through in the background. It doesn't look so good. So you wanna have a nice second coat going on. But thanks for asking. It all turned out okay. It was just kinda one of those things, when it rains, it pours. We wanted to go to our daughter's that day, and it didn't work out. So, I'm just gonna go back and fix my green leaves because it's just so much easier to paint this a little more freely. Mm. Always work up to your edge. Start in the middle, work up to the edges. We're gonna have fun next week with the details on this. It is really fun, and we only have this, basically this area to work on. Okay, isn't that color beautiful? I just love that strawberry color. Okay, one more little one. We'll make sure everything's good, and then I'll go back with my green, fix it up. So yeah, this backdrop I'm doing, I think that's the largest painting I've ever done. You gotta think about it. Actually, I did a mural for a neighbor once. I'm just not really a big mural person. Hmm. But that I actually was at our neighbor's just the other day, and I saw the mural I did for her, and it's been like 15 years, and the paint is still there, and it's not peeling. I was so proud. So proud that I put varnish over that. Yes. Sandy. She's asking about the stencil. It's simple. It's called a swirly background stencil, and the number is M2-80. M280. That's the item number. Okay. I'm going to go back in with my green, and then we will be done today. So this is just the pine green. Got to go back in and touch things up. Sometimes if you hold your piece at a certain angle, you can see those lines a little better. It's like you almost kind of have to hold your breath when you get into those small little areas. Yeah, I went to Dollar Tree to see if I could get 30 balloons. And I did not know this, but you can place an order and then come back and get them, and they'll all be blown up for you. They'll just blow them all up in time. Isn't that cool? And I asked him, "Can I bring in my own balloons?" Because they didn't have exactly what I wanted, but, I compromised, kind of what they had, and they said, "No, you can't bring in your own balloons to have them blown up. You have to use the ones here." I was like, "Okay." So I just found something that worked. Okay, just a little bit more. I think I'm gonna fix it this way. We have a niece that works doing the social media for the Tabernacle Choir, and she gets to travel all around with them. They were just in Brazil. She got to go to She's going to the Hollywood Bowl. Isn't that fun? She's their um, social media person. Okay. All right. Before I end, I got to pick a winner. Okay. Done. Dun, 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 dun. Oops, I'm not. There's hearts. I didn't do the hearts. Okay. Just kidding. We got to do the hearts while we still have our red out there. Okay, there's one right here. And one right here. You gotta have hearts with strawberries. And then there's one right here. Okay, I'll do one more coat and then I think I'm done. Oh, we gotta do the little dot in the flowers too. Okay, and then we have a little dot in our red flowers. This red center. Just going back in with a second coat. Make those nice and opaque. Okay. Phew. We did it, guys. We did it. Yay. So Monday we'll be getting together again and we'll do part 3 and maybe part 4. We'll see how it goes. But I'm really excited with the progress we made today. This is important that we get this part done. Excuse me. Oh, good. She says it looks prettier than before. That is a special color. Yes, that red, it just helps a lot, huh? Oh no, Alice. You're behind someone at Michael's who's getting balloons, and there was one clerk. We did. We got a lot done. Yay. Thanks for hanging out with me. You guys, let's pick a winner. This person will get a free e-pattern from my website. Just go ahead and look at what you like, your favorite e-pattern, and send me an email at Erika@erikajoanne.com. And you can find my email here, I believe, on this page. It's probably here too. So if you don't know it, or it's on every pattern that I have. Okay. So let's see. Diana, Diana Ray, congratulations. You won your favorite e-pattern. Go look at the e-pattern page and let me know what you like, and I will definitely return your email with that e-pattern, and congratulations. You're welcome. Glad you can be here. Thanks, Cheryl. I love the love and all the strawberries. That's awesome. Those strawberries are so cute, aren't they? Those little emojis are so darling. Okay, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. It was so fun. We got a lot done, and I will see you Monday, same time, same place, 9 a.m. Pacific time. And we will continue our work on this delightful piece, Strawberry Summer. All right, you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll try and get some pictures up of that backdrop. You can see how big it is. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you Monday morning. Talk to you soon. Toodles. Toodles.